Oh, dear me.
Today we have our special guest, John from Perth, joining us again. John Aspired, and we're going to be talking about a few topics. All right, so let's start playing the video now, and we're going to do a reaction.
Ghostbusters, we're ready to believe you. We're closed.
All right, so that was the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. What do you think about it, John? What are your thoughts about the new trailer?
Well, look, I never watched the previous Ghostbusters, the one that they did with all the ladies and Chris Hemsworth, but I can tell you right now from seeing this trailer compared to that trailer, there's no comparison. Even the music itself, it's a lot more serious, more cinematic, and I'm wanting to go and watch this one, not the other one. Mind you, I haven't even seen the other one, but from the trailer of the previous one compared to this one, there's no comparison. This one's looking a lot more serious.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. It's got a very Goonies vibe about it. You know, it's not a grown-up movie. It's like a coming of age, the next generation type of movie. I love that they actually continue the story from the original ones instead of making some other, here's a reboot. The other characters didn't exist, and it's all women, which I have nothing against, but the characters were all bad. This one, it looks like the characters are going to be interesting, especially the two kids. I think there's one who is Egon's daughter, the one with the glasses, and the other kid, I think it's a cousin, or it could be it could be a friend or whatever it is. But it already looks much better than the other, the reboot from a few years ago.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a controversy with the reboot. Look, there were people that liked it, and then there were people that didn't like it. And I think the people that didn't like it, this one is going to make up for that previous one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, I love that they're doing practical effects again, instead of this neon glow in the dark, BS that they did in the other movie. It looked like Haunted House with Eddie Murphy. The special effects looked fake, This one, it looks more realistic. It's all practical with some CGI as well, but it's already like a million miles better.
As I mentioned, the music itself made it more dramatic compared to the previous Ghostbusters. Even in the trailer, you could tell what we should do is we should probably watch that one, compare it to this one.
You did say, let's watch the trailer of the reboot.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because I don't want to traumatize my audience, and I don't think you want to be traumatized yourself. The old movie made a joke about a queef. Now, as soon as you do something like that, I think you've lost your audience completely.
Yeah.
So, that movie,
there's just some places we will not go. Yeah.
Exactly. They made that movie. It didn't work. It failed. Let's move on. Now we're going in the right direction. What I love is that they got the director, the original director's son, Jason Reitman, is actually doing this movie. He's directing this movie. Of course, he's going to have help from his father. And you're going to have the original cast as well. They're going to be making cameos. You're going to see Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. What was the other fellow's name? Winston. Forgot his name. We might even see Rick Romanus in a guest starring role as well.
That part, and it's funny you should mention that, Dan Aykroyd. That last bit in that trailer where he says we're closed.
We're closed.
My bet that's Dan Aykroyd.
That is him, yeah. Of course, that's him.
Yeah, that'll be
we
him.
All know
and
he answered the phone.
And that will most likely be towards the end of the film, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I heard that in the movie there's actually 2 post-credit scenes. So
Okay.
you're going to get one as soon as the movie finishes and probably halfway through the credits. And there's going to be big, hints of the sequel that are coming. Maybe they're going to show that cameo there, but I have a feeling at least halfway through the movie, maybe close to the end, we're going to see the original characters.
We're the only Ghostbusters.
It's probably, what I'm thinking is Gozer is back, and the town is getting overrun with, like he's building up his power again. And before that happens, I reckon the original Ghostbusters will come to help the kids defeat Gozer.
So Gozer, is that Marshmallow Man thing?
No. Gozer isn't the Marshmallow Man. That is the form of the Destructor. So basically, if you watch the first movie, there's a part where Dan Aykroyd, Gozer's telling the Ghostbusters, choose
the form of the Destructor.
They don't even have to say it. Whatever they think, then it takes the form of that. So in the movie, Dan Aykroyd thought of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I couldn't help it. It just popped in there.
You're seeing those little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the shopping scene, is because it's like a throwback to the old movies. You're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see Slimer and the dog, the dog that crashed through the shopping mall. Mm-hmm. Where Paul Rudd's running away. So you're going to get a lot of the old ghosts and monsters. They're going to appear in the new movie.
And you see, I think that's what I'm looking forward to about this new one, is because, I mean, look, we've already mentioned this. It's a follow-on from the previous 2 movies that they made. Whereas the one with the Ghostbusters with the females, it was just a reboot. But as you mentioned, even though I haven't seen it, and I don't think I want to see it, because to me, it just looked ridiculous. It didn't really grab me at all. And none of the characters were, I think Slimer was there, and that was about it. I don't know, have you seen?
I've seen it, but I didn't watch it from start to finish. I would fast forward a lot of it. Because I just couldn't take it anymore. The problem is, they had the original characters. You have Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray in the movie, but Dan Aykroyd was a taxi driver, but he wasn't Spangler.
Yeah.
He wasn't his original character. He was just some made up, I'm a taxi driver. Like, what the fuck? They destroyed the characters. So basically, the Ghostbusters never existed. And
it seems like, I think this reboot that they did took the Nicky out of the previous movies.
Yeah. It was just supposed to be some kind of comedy, which it wasn't. There wasn't one part in that movie that was funny. And they try to make Chris Hemsworth the comedy relief.
Yeah.
And he was just a boring character. He was a stupid. He wasn't a very smart character. They just made unrelatable bad characters. When you watch the original movie, you like every single character, every single one of them. In the reboot movie, you cannot name one character that you like.
No.
And that's what I'm happy about with the new movie, is that they're continuing the old ones. They might not have, it might not be in New York. It might not be, it's not the same time. It's moved on, right? What I think will happen is they want to start small again, right? Have it in a little American town, and then move it back to New York for the sequel. That's what I think will happen, because the kids will grow up. Maybe make 1 or 2 movies where they're kids, and then the third one will be they're back in New York, and here's the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah. The moment the trailer started with the music grabbed me, because I knew from there, straight away, we're looking at something that's not taking the Nicky out of the previous movies, that we're looking at something that was a little bit dramatic and exciting. Like I'm excited to see this.
You were talking about music. Music is so important when you want to grab someone's attention in a trailer.
For sure. And
Now,
the previous movie, it didn't do that. They tried to make it more of a comedy than, and even though the first two Ghostbusters, there was comedy in there, but it was still serious at the same time.
I want to thank our special guest, John Aspired.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
We came, we saw, we kicked it.